As to Oisin, it was a long time after he was brought away by Niamh that he came back again to Ireland. Some say it was hundreds of years he was in the country of the young, and some say it was thousands of years he was in it. But whatever time it was, it seemed short to him. And whatever happened to him through the time he was away, it is a withered old man he was found after coming back to Ireland, and his white horse going away from him, and he lying on the ground. And it was St. Patrick had power at that time, and it was to him Oisin was brought, and he kept him in his house, and used to be teaching him and questioning him. And Oisin was no way pleased with the way Ireland was then, but he used to be talking of the old times, and fretting after the Fianna. And Patrick bade him to tell him what happened to him the time he left Finn and the Fianna and went away with Niamh. And it is the story Oisin told. The time I went away with golden-haired Niamh, we turned our backs to the land, and our faces westward, and the sea was going away before us, and filling up in waves after us, and we saw wonderful things on our journey, he said. Cities and courts and dunes and lime-white houses, and shining sunny houses and palaces. And one time we saw beside us a hornless deer running hard, and an eager white red-eared hound following after it. And another time we saw a young girl on a horse, and having a golden apple in her right hand, and she going over the tops of the waves. And there was following after her a young man riding a white horse, and having a crimson cloak and gold-hilted sword in his right hand. Follow on with your story, pleasant Oisin, said Patrick, for you did not tell us yet what was the country you went to. The country of the young, the country of victory it was, said Oisin. And oh, Patrick, he said, there is no lie in that name, and if there are grandeurs in your heaven the same as there are there, I would give my friendship to God. We turned our backs then to the dune, he said, and the horse under us was quicker than the spring wind on the backs of the mountains. And it was not long till the sky darkened, and the wind rose in every part, and the sea was as if on fire, and there was nothing to be seen of the sun. But after we were looking at the clouds and the stars for a while, the wind went down, and the storm and the sun brightened, and we saw before us a very delightful country under full blossom, and smooth plains in it, and a king's dune that was very grand, and that had every colour in it, and sunny houses beside it, and palaces of shining stones made by skilled men. And we saw coming out to meet us 350s of armed men, very lively and handsome. And I asked Niamh, was this the country of the young? And she said it was. And indeed, Oisin, she said, I told you no lie about it. You will see all I promised you before you forever. And there came out after that 100 beautiful girls, having cloaks of silk worked with gold, and they gave me a welcome to their own country. And after that there came a great shining army, and with it a strong beautiful king, having a shirt of yellow silk and a golden cloak over it, and a very bright crown on his head. And there was following after him a young queen, and 50 young girls along with her. And when all were come to the one spot, the king took me by the hand, and he set out before them all, 100,000 welcomes before you, Oisin, son of Finn. And as to this country you are come to, he said, I will tell you news of it without a lie. It is long and lasting your life will be in it, and you yourself will be young forever. And there is no delight the heart ever thought of, he said, but it is here against your coming. And you cannot believe my words. You can believe my words, Oisin, he said, for I myself am the king of the country of the young, and this is its comely queen, and it was golden-headed Niamh, our daughter, that went over the sea looking for you to be her husband forever. I gave thanks to him then, and I stooped myself down before the queen, and we went forward to the royal house, and all the high nobles came out to meet us, both men and women, and there was a great feast made there through the length of 10 days and 10 nights. And that is the way I married Niamh of the golden hair. That is the way I went to the country of the young, although it is sorrowful to me to be telling it now, O Patrick from Rome, said Oisin. Follow on with your story, Oisin, of the destroying arms, said Patrick, and tell me what way did you leave the country of the young, for it is long to me till I hear that, and tell us now, had you any children with Niamh, and was it long you were in that place? 2 beautiful children I had by Niamh, said Oisin, 2 young sons and a comely daughter. And Niamh gave the 2 sons the name of Finn and of Oscar, and the name I gave to the daughter was the Flower. And I did not feel the time passing, and it was a long time I stopped there, he said, till the desire came on me to see Finn and my comrades again. And I asked leave of the king and of Niamh to go back to Ireland. You will get leave from me, said Niamh, but for all that, she said, it is bad news you are giving me, for I am in dread you will never come back here again through the length of your days. But I bade her have no fear, since the white horse would bring me safe back again from Ireland. Bear this in mind, Oisin, she said then. If you once get off the horse while you are away, or if you once put your foot to the ground, you will never come back here again. And oh, Oisin, she said, I tell it to you now for the third time. If you once get down from the horse, you will be an old man, blind and withered, without liveliness, without mirth, without running, without leaping. And it is grief to me, to Oisin, she said, you ever to go back to green Ireland, and it is not now as it used to be, and you will not see Finn and his people, for there is not now in the whole of Ireland but a father of orders and armies of saints. And here is my kiss for you, pleasant Oisin, she said, for you will never come back any more to the country of the young. And that is my story, Patrick, and I have told you no lie in it, said Oisin. And, oh Patrick, he said, if I was the same day I came here as I was that day, I would have made an end of all your clerks, and there would not be a head left on a neck after me. Go on with your story, said Patrick, and you will get the same good treatment from me you got from Finn, for the sound of your voice is pleasing to me. So Oisin went on with his story, and it is what he said. I have nothing to tell of my journey till I came back into green Ireland, and I looked about me then on all sides, but there were no tidings to be got of Finn, and it was not long till I saw a great troop of riders, men and women, coming towards me from the west. And when they came near they wished me good health, and there was wonder on them all when they looked at me, seeing me so unlike themselves and so big and so tall. I asked them then did they hear if Finn was still living, or any other of the Fianna, or what had happened them. We often heard of Finn that lived long ago, said they, and that there never was his equal for strength or bravery or a great name, and there is many a book written down, they said, by the sweet poets of the Gael, about his doings and the doings of the Fianna, and it would be hard for us to tell you all of them. And we heard Finn had a son, they said, that was beautiful and shining, and that there came a young girl looking for him, and he went away with her to the country of the young. And when I knew by their talk that Finn was not living nor any of the Fianna, it is downhearted I was, and tired, and very sorrowful after them. And I made no delay, but I turned my face and went to Alvin of Leinster, and there was great wonder on me when I came there to see no sign at all of Finn's great dune and his great hall, and nothing in the place where it was but weeds and nettles. And there was grief on Oisin then, and he said, Och, Patrick, och, my grief, it is a bad journey that was to me, and to be without tidings of Finn or the Fianna has left me under pain throughout my lifetime. Leave off fretting, Oisin, said Patrick, and shed your tears to the God of grace. Finn and the Fianna are slack enough now, and they will get no help forever. It is a great pity that would be, said Oisin, Finn to be in pain forever. And who was it gained the victory over him, when his own hand had made an end of so many a hard fighter? It is God gained victory over Finn, said Patrick, and not the strong hand of an enemy. And as to the Fianna, they are condemned to hell along with him, and tormented forever. O Patrick, said Oisin, show me the place where Finn and his people are, and there is not a hell or a heaven there, but I will put it down. And if Oscar, my own son, is there, he said, the hero that was bravest in heavy battles, there is not in hell or in the heaven of a god a troop so great that he could not destroy it. Let us leave off quarrelling on each side now, said Patrick, and go on, Oisin, with your story. What happened to you after you knew the Fianna to be at an end? I will tell you that, Patrick, said Oisin. I was turning to go away, and I saw the stone through that stone trough that the Fianna used to be putting their hands in, and it full of water. And when I saw it, I had such a wish and such a feeling for it that I forgot what I was told, and I got off the horse. And in the minute all the years came on me, and I was lying on the ground, and the horse took fright and went away and left me there, an old man, weak and spent, without sight, without shape, without comeliness, without strength or understanding, without respect. There, Patrick, there is my story for you now, said Oisin, and no lie in it, of all that happened me going away and coming back again from the country of the young.